Episode coming up this week, we see, John's drinking a little bit. He's kind of hiding out at Steven's house. Can you just talk about where he is emotionally? And
he's in a bad place. I mean, he was already in a bad place, even though he was kind of trying to make amends for, the guilt and the horrible pain, killing someone close to him and, trying to make up for that, but, doing his best, and, that was something. And then he loses the leadership, which is, a level down, and then he gets booted out. And so essentially he's a man without a country, which is a tricky place to be. So of course, he has maybe a few too many tequilas or scotches or whatever it is that he drinks. We actually shot the bar scene, but I don't think it made it to the final edit. Yeah. We always shoot like 10 minutes extra per episode, and then it's just whatever makes the most sense will make it into the episode. But there's actually a bar scene with John and Steven where John's just having too many drinks, which was fun to shoot. But yeah, you get a glimpse of that in the episode, and and then Steven takes him in, and if Steven didn't take him in, it'd be tricky. But it's kind of nice. You see, it was fun to play because you see John in a completely new light. Again, you kind of keep seeing John in a different light, and just kind of seeing him at home and almost being a normal person, which is strange.
Yeah. So we know John can take care of himself in a fight. Who knew John had some talents in the kitchen?
Who knew? I didn't know, but that's a whole other side. It's like Master Chef tomorrow, people. It's it's a little bit of fun. Yeah, I was saying that if John gets back to the lair at some point, it'd be nice to see him cook up a feast for everyone.
Well, and that's the thing. It's almost funny to see John in that setting, because that's not a setting you normally see any of the Tomorrow people in, except maybe Steven. I would guess there's a part of them that maybe misses that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, especially John. John doesn't have a family. Like some of the others do have families out there. And John doesn't have anything. The closest he has to a father figure is either the man that he killed or the man that's, in his opinion, a psychopath.
Yeah.
So,
with the love triangle that was such a big part of the early part of the season with John and Steven and Kara, where is that heading? Because it's kind of been a little quiet. There was a kiss between Kara and John recently, but what can you tease as maybe coming forward for the romance of any of these characters?
Look, it's always going to play a part. I think it's deliberately... we've deliberately taken a step back from it just because they're a bigger fish to fry, for lack of a better way to describe it. Which I think it needs to happen. If this far in the season it was the focus of the storyline, I'd be a little concerned about where we're heading. But there are much bigger things happening and much more exciting things happening. Don't get me wrong, love triangles are exciting, but and it's there, and there are certain points that we do go there, but I think it just provides that lovely awkward environment in which Kara, Steven, and John operate. Even if it's not talked about, it's there. It's lingering in the room. It's the thing that's unspoken. But yeah, look, we're not done with romance, even though it's there's some pretty sexy stuff coming up.
Could we maybe expect somebody else to catch John's eye outside of Kara?
Sure. Yeah, it's a possibility. I won't give too much away in terms of romance, but there's an episode coming up that will leave a lot of people a little hot under the collar.